Please be seated. Members of the platform party, faculty, graduates, families, and friends. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our 2025 Peabody College Doctoral Degree Ceremony. Today is the day we have all been waiting for. And each of you has come through many challenges, I know, to arrive at this moment. And we rejoice in all that you have accomplished. To begin, I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party. To my far left is Nicole Cobb, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Professional Education, and Professor of Human and Organizational Development. Next to Nicole is Andrew Finch, Professor of Human and Organizational Development. Professor Finch will announce the graduates. To my immediate right is Sharon Shields, Senior Associate Dean for Community and Special Projects, Professor Emerita of Human and Organizational Development, and today's honoree as Peabody's College's distinguished alumna. Earlier today, Vanderbilt and Peabody honored new emeriti faculty, and I would like to name them for you now in recognition of their career-long accomplishments. In addition to Dean Shields, Peabody's new emeriti faculty are Douglas Perkins, Mary Beth Shin, and David Cole. Commencement is an appropriate time to honor Vanderbilt's honoring retiring faculty of great distinction. Because Douglas Perkins is on the stage today, I'd like to spend a little bit of time noting all of his accomplishments. Doug Perkins joined Vanderbilt in 2000 as the founding director of Peabody College's doctoral program in community research and action, a role which he has filled twice. Since 2016, he has directed the HOD Undergraduate Honors Program, which expanded significantly during his leadership. Professor Perkins is a noted scholar in community psychology, community development, environment and behavior, and social psychology, law, and public policy. Whew, it's a lot. Much of his work has focused on social capital and how it is built through citizen participation and empowerment, community development and organizational change, and program evaluation. His interdisciplinary scholarship has advanced individual, community, and governmental change in locales around the world. In recognition of his scholarly contributions, Professor Perkins was elected as Fellow of the Society for Community Research and Action in 2000. In 2016, he received the SCRA's Award for Distinguished Contributions to Theory and Research in Community Psychology. And in service to Vanderbilt, Professor Perkins has been a member of the University Faculty Senate and the Athletics Advisory Committee. He also has represented Vanderbilt in the National Coalition on Intercollegiate Athletics. Over his career, Doug Perkins has significantly impacted hundreds of graduate and undergraduate students in his department, and he has strengthened his field of community psychology both domestically and internationally. It is fitting that he be accorded the title of Emeritus Professor. Before we honor our distinguished alumni, I first want to recognize our marshals and today's banner bearer and Peabody medalist. Our marshals are James Allen Mullis and Sora Damani. Please stand and be recognized. The banner bearer who led us in is Zaina Hashmi. Please stand too. The role of banner bearer is an honor bestowed on a graduating student in recognition of academic distinction and contributions to the Peabody community. The recipient is judged by the faculty to have excelled in all aspects of the program of study and is considered an outstanding example of a Peabody professional student. Zaina Hashmi is a distinguished educator and leader in K-12 education. Currently, she serves as a science instructional leader in Fulton County Schools in Atlanta, Georgia, where she is also a district assessment leader. Zaina also serves on the board of directors for Counting Fingers and Toes, a Nashville-based nonprofit that supports early childhood numeracy, particularly for low-income families. Zaina's leadership is characterized by a commitment to equitable instruction and resonant professional learning that empowers educators and students alike. These values shaped her doctoral research, where she partnered with Teach for America to examine critical factors impacting teacher recruitment. Now, the Peabody Medal is the highest honor the college can bestow on a graduating student. It is awarded to the graduate who best personifies academic distinction, professional accomplishment, and contributions to Peabody College, Vanderbilt University, and the larger community. Peabody awards 2 medals annually at commencement, one to a master's degree student and one to a Doctor of Education student. This year's doctoral degree Peabody medalist is Deshaun Zergel Washington of Boston, Massachusetts. Deshaun. Will you please come to the stage? Deshaun Washington is graduating from the Educational Leadership and Policy Program. Deshaun earned his bachelor's degree and master's of education degree from the University of Massachusetts, Boston. Currently, he is a 4th grade inclusion teacher in Lexington, Massachusetts. In 2024, Deshaun was recognized as the Massachusetts Teacher of the Year. He also received the 2025 National Education Association's Travelers Insurance Award for Teaching Excellence for the state of Massachusetts. Deshaun contributes to education widely through efforts in support of school districts in New England and by helping to transform academic outcomes and student morale. His doctoral research was focused on evaluating responsiveness to intervention outcomes in Hamilton County schools. Deshaun, because of your academic achievement your demonstrated excellence as an educator, and your contributions to your community, I am pleased to confer on you the Peabody Medal. And now to our graduates. You are the reason we are here today. Only you know the total cost of the years leading to this moment. Many of you pursued your degrees while maintaining a career, raising children, or caring for others. You persevered and you made it. Along the way, you have learned the theories of your discipline, and you have applied them to practicums and capstone projects. Many of you have already created meaningful and beneficial experiences for others. All of you have the potential to change lives and make ours a better world. Your families, friends, and colleagues have shared your dream and accompanied you on this journey. We honor their hard work and sacrifice too. Please join me in expressing our appreciation. At this ceremony, we are honoring graduates who have earned a Doctor of Education degree. Your degree symbolizes the command you've achieved over a body of knowledge. And because it is a Peabody degree, it also indicates your commitment to put your knowledge to work in the service of others. As a college, Peabody has long sought to foster human flourishing for people from all walks of life and all sectors of society. We concern ourselves especially with children, families, organizations, and communities. We prepare scholars and professionals who will add to our store of knowledge, strengthen public and private life, and lead or reform institutions. We are committed to educating future generations and to fostering the kinds of positive organizational change that will make institutions, especially educational institutions, more effective. As a college, we strive to prepare our graduates for a pluralistic society. Today, you join almost 35,000 living Peabody alumni who are a part of this amazing tradition. Commencement also is a fitting time to recognize alumni who embody the values and practices we hope our graduates will emulate. The Distinguished Alumna or Alumnus Award recognizes significant career and community achievements, as well as a reputation of excellent character and a respected and ethical work record. This year's recipient is Senior Associate Dean Sharon Shields. Sharon Shields has been a member of the Peabody College community for 51 years, since 1974, when she began her academic career as a graduate teaching assistant while earning her PhD in health and physical education. Since then, she then became an assistant professor of health and physical education department. In 1979, Peabody College merged with Vanderbilt University. Dean Shields is the only remaining Peabody faculty member from before the merger. Over the decades, Dean Shields has held numerous Peabody and Vanderbilt roles. She was made Professor of Human and Organizational Development in 1993. She co-founded and helped lead the Vanderbilt Medical Center for Health Promotion in 1982, and the Kim Dayani Center beginning in 1989. As a teacher, Dean Shields proved to be an innovator. In one instance, she developed an interdisciplinary health promotion and education program that integrated resources from Peabody College and Vanderbilt Medical Center and the nursing school. Dean Shields' scholarship focused on health promotion, exercise science, and service learning with contributions to esteemed journals. Much of this work has sought to address the nutritional needs of children, including those from indigenous populations. During the early 1990s, she pioneered service learning courses that emphasized experiential learning, and she co-led the training of numerous faculty in creating such opportunities. From 2002 to 2005, she served as Assistant Provost for Academic Service Learning. These efforts preceded today's university-wide emphasis on immersion experiences. In 2012, Sharon became Associate Dean for Professional Education and Student Engagement, and she was promoted to Senior Associate Dean for Student Engagement and Wellbeing in 2020. Sharon also served as the inaugural faculty head of house for Murray House in the Ingram Commons from 2007 to 2012, where she developed intergenerational programming. In 2020, I asked her to serve as interim director of the Susan Gray Inclusive Preschool, which she did for 2 years. In all these various roles and many others, both formal and informal, Sharon has evinced a dedication to Peabody College and Vanderbilt University that is, in my experience, unrivaled. If there is a through line to her career, Dean Shields has advocated passionately and persistently for those who are treated unequally or are underrepresented. Most prominently, she has been a consistent voice for women athletes and the enforcement of Title IX. Her efforts on behalf of women athletes were honored with an SEC Title IX Trailblazer Award in 2022. And she has been involved in numerous committees at Peabody and Vanderbilt in which she has advocated for faculty and student welfare and an inclusive, expressive community. And did I mention that Dean Shields was also named as Emeritus today? After a half a century of service, Sharon will be retiring this summer. But before she goes, Sharon, it gives me huge pleasure to confer on you the 2025 Peabody College Distinguished Alumna Award.
Dean Benbow, Platform Party, beloved faculty colleagues, revered staff, families and guests, and graduates. And at this service, I would like to also recognize that my family is here. 51 years ago at Peabody, it was a whole nother generation of my family, my parents and my grandparents. Today, it is my brother and his family and my beloved Kathy Austin. And so I am so proud to have them here at this service. I am deeply honored to receive the distinction of Distinguished Alumna of Peabody College. Peabody has given me a profound reverence for the values and mission of the college and provided a place for me to live out my life's calling. I am really grateful for the 51 years I have called Peabody home. And now, graduates, it seems just like yesterday that I welcomed you to sit at the table of learning and discovery here at Peabody. If you remember, I told you that we chose you to be a part of our community, and you boldly accepted that invitation and pulled up a chair to the table to pursue your academic, personal, and professional dreams. And now, it is an honor and privilege to stand before you today as we both are commencing a new chapter in life. I sat where you are sitting 49 years ago and received my PhD from this college. I really do know the feelings of pride and hope, and yes, maybe a little trepidation that both of us are feeling today as we embark on new journeys. So let's have one last heart-to-heart talk. Today, I want to leave you with a simple, but what I believe is a very powerful thought. If you don't have a seat at the table, then pull up a folding chair. This quote was spoken by Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman elected to the United States Congress. Her words give us a call to action. It is a mindset that can endure throughout our lives. It is a way of living in a world that presents us with the opportunity to open doors and build bridges for all of humanity. So in true Peabody form, let's take a moment to reflect. Life doesn't always invite you in. I know that many of you have been at tables of influence, but I also know that we have all been left out at times from places where our voices should have been heard. That table, it might have been a boardroom, a brainstorming session, a political forum, or simply a space where decisions are being made that affect your life and the lives of others. Sometimes you will look around and realize there are no open seats, that no one thought to invite you, or worse yet, you were not even thought of at all. In those moments, we all have a choice. We can shrug our shoulders and walk away defeated, or we can pull up a folding chair and sit at the table and contribute. Today, I am challenging you to take action. Pull up a chair. Susan B. Anthony proclaimed, that we should never experience a season of silence. Don't let your voice be quieted. Deepen your sympathy, then convert it to action. Pray every single second of your life, not just on your knees, but with your work. Think your best thoughts. Speak your best words. Do your best work. There is so much yet to be done. End of quote. So I urge you, bring your own chair, show up, give voice, refuse to be overlooked. You have been prepared by this college and your life experiences and your passion to be confident and bold in this world. In my own case, my Peabody education prepared and empowered me to champion women's rights through advocacy for the implementation of Title IX. It empowered me to advocate for children's nutrition and for disability rights. It empowered me to advocate for underserved communities in places like the Navajo Reservation and the Dominican Republic. I could have never imagined 49 years ago the opportunities I would be afforded to sit at the tables of decision makers and those who influence them. I have learned to put the common good of society above all else. Peabody College has not prepared you to be another face in the crowd that does not stand up for your convictions as you enter a messy, complicated, and difficult world. Our educational systems, our economy, and our environment have never confronted a time of more uncertainty. Vanderbilt and other universities have never faced such a tumultuous time. This very place that has provided you with tools to face the world and its needs is asking you, begging you, to go forth and be a critical thinker, to look deeply into your soul, examine your values, and to have the courage and persistence to stay at the tables of uncertainty. You are equipped to ask not only hard questions, but you are equipped to ask better questions that shine light on the interdependence of our society and to find truth and meaning to our very existence. You must overcome unprincipled complacency and have a moral integrity that stands for the common good of all. You must not be neutral on issues that hold the balance of the good of humankind in your hands. In the short term, it may mean sacrifice and risk for those who hold power. But in the long term, it makes a meaningful difference for those who most need it. Eleanor Roosevelt urged us to cast out fear and face the unknown. Face the unknown with courage and integrity and with a high heart. Believe in your dreams. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The world needs what you bring to the table. It needs your academic learnings, your creativity, your innovation, your ideas and stories, your dreams, your contributions, and most of all, your courage. It needs people who are willing to shake things up. The world does not need more people who play it safe. We need people who are not afraid to unfold a metal chair and sit down like they mean it, so others can find equity and live out their purpose in this world. We are here, most of all, to make a difference and be at the table to improve the human condition. Oh, and by the way, once you are at the table, there will be others standing on the outside of that table, unsure if they belong. I hope you will remember your own feelings of being on the outside, times of seemingly being invisible. Slide your chair over. Make room. And when necessary, I encourage you to bring extra chairs and build longer tables. Your education gives you privilege in this world. You are in a position of leadership by the very nature of your educational accomplishments. And George Peabody, the great philanthropist and benefactor of this college, stated that because you have learned and enhanced your intellectual, personal, and professional capital, you have a debt to future generations. Leadership is not complete because you now have a seat to claim. You are called to also make a space. As you and I leave Peabody College and embark on new journeys in this world, never doubt that all of us here, especially you all, are this world's hope. We are not alone. As Dean Benbow told us earlier, there are thousands of alumni that are sitting at tables of influence all over the world. As you and I pick up our chairs, may we find ourselves emboldened to be in spaces that place us in the great gaps of the world's needs, and where we find great joy in meeting those needs and making a difference for humanity. I'll look forward to carrying my chair along with each of you into new places. As we keep our feet planted in reality, as we strive to bring a moral compass to guide our actions as agents of change, as we strive to make meaning of this life's existence, let's never fear silence. Let's never let fear silence us, but let's commit to always keeping our hearts in hope. Let us trust the path and live the journey that is before us with boldness, integrity, courage, compassion, and a good heart. This world needs all of us. I have a small gift to celebrate each of you so that you will remember this day and the call to action. You're going to have a chair to pick up. So let's pick up our chairs. The tables are waiting for us. Congratulations and blessings.
Well, that was inspirational, and I hope you heed her words. Thank you so much, Sharon. Now, we have come to part of the ceremony for which we have eagerly assembled. Will the degree candidates please stand? You have fulfilled the requirements established by Peabody College and have been recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these degrees. With authorization from Vanderbilt Chancellor, I have the honor of conferring on you the degree of Doctor of Education. We salute you for your academic achievements and distinctions and commend the use of your training, your art, and your skill to the continued creation and sustenance of an enlightened and literate society. Congratulations, and you may be seated, at least for a short while. Before we begin issuing diplomas, I want to say a few words about the hooding of our doctoral graduates. The investiture or hooding ceremony began in medieval times. The length of the hood has traditionally indicated the level of academic achievement. Graduates being honored would come before the head of the university, bow their heads, and the faculty would put the hood over the graduate's head. In this manner, graduates showed respect to their fellow students and faculty, without whom it would be impossible to have attained their level of learning. The doctoral hood is an important part of academic dress and regalia. The velvet edge of the hood represents the degree or discipline, light blue for education. The satin field and the chevron that line the doctoral hood represent your university school colors, black and gold for Vanderbilt University. Today, we continue the tradition of hooding our doctoral degree recipients. Graduates will be assisted with their hoods by Professor Marissa Cañada and Claire Smirker for degrees in educational leadership and policy and higher education leadership and policy, or by Professors Eve Rifkin and Matthew Campbell for the degree in leadership and learning in organizations. Professor Finch will read the names of the degree recipients.
Will the recipients of the Doctor of Education degree please approach the platform? The following persons have earned the Doctor of Education degree. Deshaun Sergil Washington. Zaina Hashmi. Derek Durrell Bardell. Gordon Keith Barnes. Quinterrence Bell. Eliza Blades. Amanda Deanna Brown. Abigail Christine Catania. Willie Cook. Angela Moore DeLoso. Blanchard George Diavois. Solomon Caliglione Enos. Carrie Funderburk. Amy Elizabeth Galloway. Melina Christine Hallman Pegalon. Kelly Hasiotis. Cameron William Helvey. Kelsey Johansson. Justin Patrick Keeney. Lindsay Bake Cook. Kenneth James Moore, Jr. David Morales Miranda. James Allen Mullis. Leslie Gail Nambo. Darren Austin Ramallo. Isabella Tishka Taylor. Jessica K. Walker. Amy Angelique Williamson. Shannon Suniga. Kimberly Abel. Christian N. Asma. Jacqueline Elizabeth Adam Taylor. Maria Grazia Affinito. Joylita Anderson. Karini Assis. Charity Belay. Franklin Joel Benegas. Stacy Lee Barnett. Joseph Benich. Charles Benya. Jennifer Lynn Brinson. Adriana Patrice Butler. Kala Butke. Wyatt Cadley. Marion Catherine Carlton. Mary Maureen Lirio Casterline. Jamie Lee Sashery. Britt A. Chepanek. Carolyn Elizabeth Shamiri. Jennifer Cook. Mary Elizabeth Corbelli. April China Crenshaw. Monica Dial. Aaron Joseph Dillingham. Stephen Michael Dole. Tiffany Dudley. Leah Paulson Dunmeyer. Teresa Elizabeth Ferendi. Marcia Denise Gadsden. Jay Henderson Galbraith. Alexis Gammon. Angela Rachel Gilmore. Emily Kathleen Gray. William Hagan. Tyler McVeigh Hart. Fallon Hayes. Raina Henderson. Rebecca Lynn Hips. Mindy Imes. Giandra Davia Imodu. Nandi Inman. Jonathan Uzini. Jacqueline Charles. Ashley Kane. James Jeffrey Kays. Christine Keck. Sierra Noel Kennedy. York J. Kleinhandler. Courtney Noble Green. Hillary Suzanne Colden. Lana Marie LeBlanc. Lee Khan Levy II. Claire Marie Lorenz. Sada Cardoza Lozano. Catherine Drago Llewellyn. Gary James Martin, Jr. Arya Maslow. Kenneth Ray McCants Pearsall. Julie McGrath. Carrie Ann McCourty. Jermaine Meadows. D. Leon Mewborn. Joseph Curtis Miller. Christine Ann Mulholland. Kelly Elizabeth Mullen Martin. Maria Murphy. Christian Scott Noden. Kristen Ann Ornella. Lisa Ortiz. James Douglas Owens II. Julia Palmer. Kevin Paulson. Alicia Fannard. Lynn Marie Purdy. Anthony Dwayne Richardson. Kelvin K. Riddle. Kathleen Robinson. Sarah Lindsay Robison. Caitlin Eileen Rogers. Melinda Zacher Ronayne. Andrea L. Rowan. Ryan Andres Rucker. Roberto Saldana. Kelly Ann Schwager. Brittany Shandor. Farish Deshaun Slaughter. Deepti Soni. Jennifer Stasniak. John Sullivan. Anthony Minloon Tang. Tina Taylor. Felissa Norfleet Trousdale. Savi Duber. Jordan Alexis Tucker. Matthew Aaron Visser. Shawanda Weems. Katie Louise Weir. Angela Kelly Yu. Jason Neil Zimmerman. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Today, you have joined a select group, the alumni of Vanderbilt University and Peabody College. On behalf of the faculty, I commend you. As you begin the next stage on your journeys, I encourage you to be mindful of the knowledge and skills you have gained during your time here, and to share those generously with others. Our world today needs more of what you have to give. As we close, I ask that the audience remain standing only for the recession of the platform party and the faculty. We invite you to enjoy a celebration of our graduates under the tent closest to the Peabody Administration Building. That is the second tent down the hill. Our ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations.